It began on the second night of her bachelorette trip. I'd never been a possessive or overbearing partner, so I hadn't flooded her with calls or messages. But when I checked my phone and saw I'd been blocked out of nowhere, something inside me went completely quiet. Not rage, not fear, just a heavy, frozen stillness that told me something was deeply wrong. No explanation, no warning, no argument beforehand, just silence. The kind people use when they don't want to be reached, questioned, or caught. And the fact that she did it during her own bachelorette getaway, just days before our wedding, made every second feel heavier. I tried to believe it was some accidental tap or glitch, but I couldn't lie to myself. Instagram, WhatsApp, Messenger. Every line of communication was cut off at the same time. That wasn't random. That was intentional. She was hiding something, and she didn't want me anywhere near it. My mind ran through every possibility, each darker than the last. Because who blocks their fiancé unless they're doing something they don't want him knowing about? I didn't explode. I didn't chase answers. I just went still. And in that stillness, a plan formed all on its own. Her friends had been posting pictures throughout the day, sunny beach shots, brunch photos, group smiles. Innocent enough. But all that suddenly stopped around the same time she blocked me. And that's when everything lined up. The blackout wasn't normal. Something had happened. Something someone didn't want to surface. So instead of calling her nonstop or demanding explanations, I chose something far simpler and far more powerful. I reached out to the one person on that trip who never fully trusted how calm I always was. Her best friend, Mia. I didn't accuse Mia of anything. I didn't ask questions. I didn't express a hint of anger. I sent one single message. Tell her I won't be at the wedding. Nothing else. No reasoning, no emotional outburst, just a sentence that landed like a quiet detonation. A line subtle enough to raise questions, but heavy enough to shake everyone there. And I knew Mia well enough to know she'd show it to her immediately. And I knew my fiancé well enough to know that if she was hiding something, that message would rip the entire cover off. For exactly 15 minutes, my phone stayed silent. No calls, no texts, no typing bubbles. Just the slow ticking of the wall clock. I sat on the couch with my phone face down, waiting, not anxiously, but with a strange, icy calm. The kind a man feels when he stops chasing the truth and waits for it to walk right up to him. I didn't wait long. At the 15-minute mark, my phone lit up so violently it slid off the table. 30 missed calls. All from her. Back to back. Not a single pause between them. Just pure, undiluted panic coming through the screen. Then the messages flooded in. Dozens. Then hundreds, so fast my phone froze. Please answer. It's not what you think. Pick up. I can explain. Please, just call me. And that's when I knew, absolutely undeniably, that she was guilty of something. I finally answered on the 31st call. Her voice came through shaking, panicked, breathless. There was shouting in the background, arguing, someone crying. She wasn't calm. She wasn't composed. She was terrified. Why would you send that? Why would you say you're not coming to the wedding? She pleaded. I didn't respond. I let silence sit between us. Because silence makes liars unravel faster than accusations ever could. She shattered almost instantly. Words tumbled out of her in frantic, jagged pieces. Excuses first. My phone glitched. It wasn't on purpose. Mia misunderstood. But panic changes the sound of lies. Cornered people talk differently. People afraid of losing their safety net talk differently. And then she said it. The line she'd been trying to avoid the entire time. It was just a dare. Just a dare. Blocking her fiancé during her bachelorette trip. Hiding whatever she didn't want me to see. Calling it a dare. But truth doesn't hide behind dares. Truth hides behind fear. So I asked her calmly, is that really what you want me to believe? Her silence was louder than confession. I could hear her breathing hard, whispering something to Mia, the sound of movement. Someone saying, just tell him. The entire room around her was falling apart. She wasn't only scared, she was exposed. And then the real truth broke through. Not because she wanted to say it, but because she was drowning in her own panic. We were at a club, she whispered. Things got a little crazy. I didn't want you seeing the videos. I didn't want you to take it the wrong way. Videos? She didn't need to describe them. That single word told me everything. People don't block their fiancé to hide harmless videos. She had crossed a boundary, and not a small one. As she begged, cried, and tried to take control of the narrative, I stayed calm, completely calm. And the calmer I became, the more terrified she grew. Because deep down, she knew exactly what she had done. She knew what she had risked. She knew what she had broken. Her voice eventually dissolved into quiet sobs, the kind that come from someone who realizes their consequences have finally arrived. Please don't leave me. Please don't leave me. Please don't leave me. She kept repeating it like a prayer. I didn't yell. I didn't accuse her. I didn't threaten anything. I simply said, "We'll talk when you get home." And I hung up. Her own panic had already revealed the entire truth she tried to bury. The truth that shattered her confidence, her lies, and her image of control in minutes. She blocked me so she could live a life she didn't want me seeing. And now, before the vows, before forever she claimed to want, her mask had finally fallen apart.